Now, I was surfing around the internet here looking for a good mix of Facebook and CPA marketing, and I came across this page here. Now, this is going to be like a quick review going over type of features and what might benefit you and might make you interested in this. Unlike a lot of other programs out there, you're not going to need a product. You're not going to need to create a list or have a list. You don't have to be connected with anybody, you don't have to have a website, and you don't really need to know much about e-commerce. It's a pretty straightforward combination of a CPA and a Facebook, as it says right here. Scrolling down here, you can see results in as little as 7 days or less, and you don't really need to spend that much, just $5 a day, give or take. You can kind of experiment with it once you get used to it. You don't really even have to spend as much. Scrolling down a little bit further here, you can kind of see what's going on here. Different little screenshots. They do look legitimate enough to verify that the guy is making what he's making. He's not lying to you or anything like that. Scrolling a little bit further, you can actually see people very recently interested in the service that he offers as of even May 15th. That's not too long ago when this video was created. Just going a little bit further here, they even go into detail about the people. They put their pictures up, so they're pretty confident in who they are and what they make. They go into details here. It's a bit of a backstory if you want to check it out, and keep it pretty straightforward and simple. We're just kind of experimenting, trying things out, and then all of a sudden they're making some good money and they wanted to share that with you. Scrolling a little bit further here, just to go a little bit further with what I was saying above there, you don't need experience, you don't really need a niche, a product, don't need a website, don't need content, and don't need a mailing list already put together. If you, basically you have like $100 to spare, you have the mainly for the advertising costs. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. They're not going to, as they say, fill your head with crap. It's not just hypey related things. If you scroll around here, they promise numerous guarantees, so it doesn't work out how you thought it would, they'll refund your money on their system here. Scrolling a little bit further here, the details here gives you a little bit of an idea of what to expect, what you'll get out of it. They'll help you to start up a campaign and a niche you know nothing about from scratch, and they'll follow along with us. If you wanted someone to take you by the hand, this is what they'll provide to you. It won't be much effort in regards to the CPA profits, just a kind of like a copy-paste traffic, as they put it, and they'll show you exactly what they did and how they got those results in the videos. Once again, here's another mention of a guarantee. They even saying 110% guarantee, which is pretty confident that they're not worried that you're going to be refunding their system or anything anytime soon. Just a little bit further here, essentially the benefit with this is not only are you making a profit, but you're building your list as well. And for those maybe not familiar, you can gradually build up a list, and then you can kind of market your own products in your own niche, something you might be a little bit more familiar with. And as you grow that list, you can kind of branch out into other different marketing ideas and other different things that you could promote yourself as you learn a bit more to it. And as you can see, nothing, no content, no customers of your own, no list, no connections. You're basically starting from scratch with this. As they say, they drove a whole lot of clicks for just $5. You don't have to spend a whole lot. Their starting budget was just cheap, $5 a day. Cost per conversion is $1.20, $1.60. Going a little bit of details here, and essentially they built a good list up doing that. Just a little bit more of a detail. What they do is they help you find those little known CPA niches, so you're going to pay very little for very high value keywords. And this gives you a bit more information, kind of a screenshot or the overview of what to expect, what their spending was, and all that kind of stuff. as you can see, 530,000 people, and they only spent a little less than 2.5 grand, which is pretty good exposure, especially if you get a lot of leads out of that. And here, going a little bit further, right below shows you the conversion rate. So obviously, it's giving you an idea of just how effective they've had it and how effective it would be for you. Scrolling a little bit down further here, you get a complete PDF course, a 12-module video course, and of course, a very friendly customer service, as you've seen above. They're even telling you who they are, showing their picture and all that. They're pretty confident about their product, not too worried about anything. And of course, you get some bonus content as well. And it's only $47 currently, and it doesn't $47, and it doesn't really matter. There's no risk involved because they give you a 100% money back guarantee. So if you check it out and for whatever the reason, even if it works for you and it wasn't for you, they'll simply refund your money. So there isn't any risk to really try it. If you try it, you don't like it, it doesn't really seem for you, they'll always refund your money without hitch or anything. And as they said, we've proved this time and time again. It's just more screenshots of their proof, different amounts that they've been paid. Of course, it adds up pretty quickly. Going a little bit further, and as they say, it's 100% risk-free. Of course, that's not 100% correct because you're still pouring a little bit ad money into it, but at the same time, it's risk-free to try. You're not going to get flagged by anybody. Facebook's not going to shut you down or anything. You're just essentially experimenting with social CPA methods and all that kind of stuff. And of course, as they say, we're not done yet. The bonus that you'll get is the building out the back end. It's an email marketing profit maximizer, as they call it. Essentially will help you to drive more sales for that list you actually built using this. So as they said, you'll profit as well even further down the line because you're going to build your own list, your own niche. You're going to be able to market to a variety of different places and people. So even after using this and then you want to just try something else, this is what it offers you. Scrolling a little bit further, it's just highlighting again what the price is and a little bit more details. Traffic on demand, effortless CPA commissions, list building, scale and optimize. All this stuff that you're going to get here is pretty much what's in it. Giving a little bit of an idea. Of course, you're starting from scratch, so anyone can use this. They highlight new marketers, experienced marketers, current CPA and affiliate marketers. They can kind of mix in their own methods with these methods and get really good results. The social media marketers and anyone looking to drive the traffic with Facebook. So even if you're not really interested in what you're currently promoting, you can kind of use that to benefit you for whatever market you might be interested in. As you can see, of course, you're going to be able to build your list, as I previously mentioned already. Going a little bit further here, you don't really invest a lot of time. It's not really even a trial and error. It's already a perfected system. You just have to have a little bit of ad revenue or ad money to spend. You're not going to be spending thousands of dollars or anything. You're going to be spending like 20 bucks, see what happens, get results, more or less get all that money back. And as they said above, if it doesn't work out how you thought it was, they'll 100% refund your money without any hitch, any realistic worry. So it's a big question here is the case of why don't you try it out? There's no risk involved. Going a little bit further here, they go into the facts of what CPA is and all this kind of, it's general information, but, and then there's disclaimers here. Of course, you're not going to get maybe as much as they are. They've perfected this a lot better than you have because you're just starting out. And as they say, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. So obviously, depending on how good you are at this and how good you take in the lesson is how much you're going to make. Of course, it goes in a little bit more information about testimonials and all this other stuff here. That sums up pretty much the page. It shows the individuals here again. It's, of course, only $47. It's worth checking out if you want to try kind of like a mix of social marketing and CPA, and see how it works out for you. See if you like Facebook, see if you like the CPA, and try it out, and of course, see what happens.